Okay, pilot paper again. This is paper 2, calculator allowed. As with the previous ones that I've videoed, I've broken down where we start to enter grade earning questions. Okay, so let's work through the first 9 questions. Question 1. Jenny visits a local shop and buys the following items. Complete her bill. Alright, so we're on the calculator. So the first one is done for you. 3 pairs at £11.99 a pair would be 3 times £11.99, which is £35.97. 4 lots of £5.49, £21.96, and 5 magazines at 67 pence. Now personally I would change that into pounds onto the calculator, so I'm going to do 5 times 0.67, which is going to be £3.35. So the total bill are the 3 ones that we've worked out ourselves, but remember to add the one that was already there. That's the £48.62. £109, and then on your calculator it doesn't know you're talking about money, so it doesn't add the second or the 0 for the pence column, so you would put in £109.90. To work out what the discount is on this, 10%, it's calculator allowed, so you do 0.10 times £109.90, which is £10.99. So that's how much discount they get. For the second part, how much is left for her to pay? Well, that's going to be the difference between those two values. So you do £109.90 less the £10.99 discount. So she pays £98.91. Question 2 is a counting squares question, but again read this question carefully, because with the new style they do give each square that you count, it's not just 1 centimeters, each square represents 10 meters squared. It's the same method we use. Basically, if the shape covers more than half the square, we count it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57 squares. Now you could be a little bit more than that or a little bit less than that. There's a range of acceptable answers, but in this one you have to multiply that by 10, which will be 570 meters squared, because each square that you've counted is 10 meters squared in real life. And when you're doing that, show your method just by making sure the examiner can see the dots in the squares you've counted. Sometimes some people will write the numbers in there, 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter, dots are quicker. Okay, special names. This special name is diameter. It goes across the widest part of a circle. And a line that touches this outside the circumference of a circle is known as the tangent. This shape has got 2 pairs of parallel sides. It's known as a parallelogram. Where if you've got a 4-sided shape with 1 pair of parallel sides, that's known as a trapezium. And this cone. Okay, so Hopefully none of those cause you a problem. Right. Question 3. 40 people were asked to state which of the following political parties they supported. Conservative C, Labour L, Lib Dem D, or Plaid Cymru P. Following are the results of their replies. So we need to do a frequency table for this now, and we group them in tally little bunches of 5s. So we start with a C, then an L, then a C, then an L, then an L, then a C, then a P, then a D, then an L, then a D, then a C, then a C, so that's my first bunch of 5, then a C, then a D, then an L, then an L, then a D, C, D, C, C, L, 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 C, P, C, P, C, C, P, C, L, 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 P, L, P. So as I've been transferring from the original data into my tally, I've crossed it off my original data so I know that it's been counted. The frequency we get then by counting up our tallies, so that's 5, 10, 14, 5, 10, 15, 5, 6. Now in order to find the mode, you want to know which of Conservative, Labour, Lib Dem or Plaid Cymru came up most frequently. That's going to be 15. 15 is not the mode, L is the mode, which is Labour in this case. What we then have to do is to draw a graph of that, suitable bar chart for the data given. The data is discrete, it's not measured, so we should leave gaps in between our columns, and we want to try and make our graph fill that grid as best we can. So we need to go up to 15 is the highest amount, so let's just see if that fits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 perfectly. So let's put that in now. And we'll label that frequency. So that's frequency, and then going across we need 4 bars. So if I do one which is too wide, then miss a gap, and then another, miss a gap, then another, miss a gap, then another, we will fill that. It wouldn't matter if you did it 1 bar wide, it makes no difference so long as you know it's the same width for each bar. So the Conservatives were 14, so our first bar up cons, or C for there. Then the next one, Labour, is 15, so Labour got a frequency of 15. Then the next one are the Liberal Democrats with 5. And finally with 6, Plaid Cymru. So that's your bar chart there, and we've labelled that axis frequency. We've got to label this axis now political party. Okay, you could shade the bars if you wanted to, there'd be no marks for it. Move on to the next question, I would. Question 4, well, we should be very familiar with questions like this now. They come up very frequently indeed. So this one, total cost in pounds of taking students on a trip to a concert. So the formula is total cost is the number of students times £9.50 plus the hire charge for the bus. So the first thing we're going to do is find the total cost when the number of students is 33. So instead of number of students, I'm going to put 33 times £9.50 plus a hire charge of £150. And as I've told you when we're working through these, what you need to do is do this bit first before adding on the 150. So on your calculator, 33 times £9.50 is £313.50. Then add on your 150. So the total cost is going to be £463.50. And the second 2 marks is usually a bit more work because you need to find something on this side of the formula. So here we are, number of students is what we want to find. Total cost is 372. So instead of writing total cost, I'm going to write 372. Number of students I don't know, I'll call it n, times £9.50 plus, and the hire charge is 125. Now, we don't know n, so we can't do that multiplication. So the first thing we do is, just like with the equations, we need to get rid of that add 125. To get rid of an add 125, we need to subtract 125. And we do that from the left hand side too. So we do 372, take 125 is n lots of £9.50. So 372 take 125, 247 is n lots of £9.50. Now to get the n on its own, I need to get rid of a times £9.50. To do that, I do the opposite of multiplying by £9.50, which is dividing by £9.50. So 247 divided by £9.50 is what n is going to be. 26. So there are 26 students going on that trip. Okay, symmetry. 4 marks, 3 there with lines of symmetry. The chances are one of those is going to have more than one line. You're going to get 1 mark for each line. So symmetry means you could put a mirror there, or you could fold it in half and each side would be identical. Well, with this one, that's straight through the plane. With the 30 sign, it's going to go through there. The number 3, the way it's been drawn, is identical above and below that line. So this one must be the one where there are going to be 2 lines of symmetry. The easy one is the one like the plane really, which is going through that diagonal. The harder one to see is the one that's at right angles to that, perhaps, which also goes through the center, because if you fold it that way from there over, it's also symmetrical. Okay, that takes us into the F grades. Okay, formula question. Fence is built in the following stages. Stage 1, so we've got vertical posts, we've got horizontal planks, which are the light grey ones, and we've got the dark grey cross pieces. Draw stage 4 in the space below. So stage 1 has got 2 verticals, stage 2 has got 3, stage 3 has got 4, so stage 4 will have 4 verticals. Stage 1 has got 3 horizontals, 1, 2, 3. Stage 2 has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's going to have 3 lots of 3, which is 9. So this is going to have 4 lots of 3, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. So those are the verticals, and then stage 1 has got 2 diagonals, stage 2 has got 2 lots of 2, that's got 3 lots of 2, so this one's going to have, just realised I've drawn the same stage 3, isn't it? I need another. So stage 4 is going to have 5 diagonals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to have diagonal, diagonal, diagonal. So that's my pretty bad drawing, but you get the idea. So complete the following table. Stage 4, number of vertical posts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see the pattern there, 2, 3, 4, 5. Horizontal is going to go 3, 6, 9, 12. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of 3 is 12. And the cross pieces is going 2, 4, 6, going to be 8. Without drawing a diagram, write down how many vertical posts there are in stage 10. Well, if you look at the relationship between the stage number and the number of vertical posts, stage 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. It's always one more than the stage number. So stage 10 will have one more than 10, 11 vertical posts. At a certain stage, the fence has 15 horizontal planks. How many vertical posts are there? Well, if you have a look at the link between the horizontal planks and the stage number, you can see it's basically the 3 times table. 1 3 is 3, 2 3s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 4 3s are 12. So 5 3s are going to be 15. So it's going to be stage number 5. So the number of vertical posts is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the cross pieces are going up in the 2 times table. 1 2 is 2, 2 2s are 4, 3 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8, 5 2s are 10. So that is going to be 10. So with questions like that, what you want to do is look at the shape that's being built and find patterns between the stage number or the pattern number and what's actually going on inside the pattern. Question 7 is a negative numbers question. The table below gives the warmest and coldest temperatures recorded in London during 2009. What was the coldest temperature recorded? Well, the coldest temperature is going to be the biggest negative number there, which is the coldest night, -6 degrees C. What is the difference between the temperatures of the coldest day and the coldest night? So it's going from -1 and then it's going down -6. And you know, if you want to help yourself here, draw yourself a number line. Okay, you can write whatever you like on your exam paper. It's only what's going in the answer boxes that will help. So if we got a 0 there, going up we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, warmer. And going down the other way, it's getting colder. So if we start off on the coldest day at -1 and then we drop to the coldest night, which is -6, we're going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the difference is -5 degrees. What is the difference between the temperatures of the warmest night and the coldest night? Well, the warmest night is 18, which is going to be all the way up there. So to go from the warmest night to the coldest night, you're going down 18 to 0, and then you're going down another 6 again. So which is going to be 24 degrees, is the temperature difference, or minus 24 degrees, between the warmest night and the coldest night. Okay, so by all means, if anything like that helps, just draw it. You could draw it there, or you could draw it on the back of another page. Okay, we're going to get into the E grades now with averages. You must remember which is which. Breaks my heart when I see people working out the right answer for C in part A and getting no marks. So the mean is the one that's worth the most marks, because you've got to do the most work, and what you have to do is add them all up. So when you add these up, what do we get? 75 plus 58 plus 65 plus 42 plus 59 plus 53 plus 73 plus 81. So that comes to 506. The mean is going to be 506 divided by how many items there are. It tells you in the question there are 8. So you divide by 8 and you get 63.25. For the range, you need them all in order first, and for the median you need them all in order, so we may as well get the ordering done. Smallest there is 42, so just check that off. Then the next one is 53, then the next one is 58, followed by 59, followed by 65, followed by 73, followed by 75, followed by 81. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's an even number, so we haven't got a middle. Let's do the range first of all. Range is easy now. It's going to be 81 take away 42. 81 take away 42 is 39. So the range is 39. The median is going to be halfway between these two. 1, 2, 3 that side, 1, 2, 3 that side. Because there's an even number of them, there is no middle. So in order to find out halfway between there, we do 59 plus 65, which is 124, divided by 2, which is 62. So the median is 62, halfway between those two. And the last question that we look at in this first half of the video is coordinates. Plot the points A, minus 2, minus 3. The first number is always the horizontal in the x direction. So minus 2 is there, and then minus 3 takes you down to there. Put a cross where it is and write A next to the cross. Don't write A over where it should be. B is minus 3, 2. So again, in the x direction, we're going to negative 3, and then this time we're going up to there. And again, cross and write B next to it. And finally, C is 3, which is in this direction, positive direction, and then downwards for minus 4 in the y direction. Okay, so those are where those 3 points lie. I'll stop that video there, and I'll pick up the rest of the paper in the second half.